Again, thank you joining this channel. God bless you real good. I'm Pastor Chris, Senior Pastor, Hamad Works Christian Center. Hamad Works Christian Center. That's HWCC. And here we are again looking at the Word of God. We're looking at a new topic. I want us to run with a very, very critical topic, the force of light. It's exciting. This journey, I'm sure, is going to be exciting as we have a look at this particular topic. Go with me to the book of John 8. John 8, verse 31. I'm going to read from verse 31 to 33. I'm going to read. I'm using the King James Version to read today. If you continue in my word, then are you my disciples indeed, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. They answered him, we be Abraham's seed, and we're never in bondage to any man. How sayest thou, ye shall be made free? Now, the verse 32 is so popular. I mean, you can hardly visit any Christian gathering consistently for a while, and you will not hear a reference to it. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. And it's so accurate, so powerful, so correct. Freedom is something that is there in the heart of every man. People want to be free. Man desires freedom. Why? Because man was not born a slave. If you look at the book of Genesis, when God was creating man, Genesis 1, he gave man a mandate to have dominion over every single other creature. So man was born free. Man was born to be in dominion. That is why man will always rebel against being under bondage. You will see in every country's political movements and so on, they're always fighting against oppression. Man hates oppression. So anytime he's oppressed, he will always fight. Why? Because there's an innate desire put in him by God to be in control. He was never meant to be a slave. He always desires freedom. But here Jesus begins to give us a master key to it. A master key to freedom at different levels of life. At different levels of life. And what is that key? It says very simple. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. It sounds so simple, really. And many times we look at it that, wow, why is it so simple? And I've always said this again and again. When you walk with God, God is not complicated. When it becomes too complicated, they know that the human theology, human agency have stepped in. God is generally very simple. God lays things in such a simple way that anybody can understand it. You don't need a degree in theology to understand God. What you need is just an open heart. If you have an open heart, you will understand God, regardless of whatever level of intelligence. If you have an open heart, you will understand Him. So when it becomes too complicated, like I've said, man has stepped in. Man has worked in some theories in it. So, it becomes a big hurdle for man to climb. So he said, you shall know the truth. The word know there is also used for sexual intercourse. So he's talking about an intimate knowledge of the truth, not just something that somebody has passed on to you, not just something that is second-handed knowledge. But second-handed knowledge is good. It will guide you. It will guide you. But you will need to get to a place where you have your own personal encounter with the truth, where you spend time and the truth becomes real to you. So he said, you shall know the truth, because that is the key to freedom. That is the key to freedom. The truth somebody else knows set him free. You also must know truth to set you free. He said, you shall know the truth. Didn't say a truth, the truth. And that truth that you know shall be your source of freedom, shall be your source of relief, shall be your source of walking in the depths and the things of God. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Now, that means that if you know all truths, that means you will walk in complete freedom. If you know all truth, In other words, the more truth you know, the greater the freedom you operate in. The more truth you know, the greater the freedom you operate in. I have to emphasize this as particular aspect because it's so key. The more truth you know, the greater the freedom that you walk in. It's not the size of opposition or the obstacle that is important. It is the level of truth that you have access to that is crucial, that determines if you will walk in freedom or you may need to go and search again. Is the level of truth. The difference between a slave and a master is the knowledge that they both have. If the slave has the right knowledge, he will come free from the bondage of his master. You shall know the truth, and the truth that you know will set you free. God bless you. Like I said, we just began a journey, but I know you've been blessed today. Settle with the truth, and freedom shall be yours. God bless you.